Hey guys, Lockie Burke here. We have our next player profiles video with our professional motocross and freestyle motocross riders. We're going to be putting them through a specific workout which helps them with their sport. Check it out, follow the video along and see how we go. Alright guys, we have our moto boys getting warmed up. We're just about to take them, or I'm just about to take them through a motocross specific workout. It's going to be based off 30 minutes. It's going to be really challenging. It's going to test them out physically, probably mentally as well. A lot of people don't realise in motocross sport the intensity that these boys have to work at. With the added, I guess, intensity of being in a race, you know, being in race mode definitely adds a lot of adrenaline. And the bike being nice and heavy, you know, it is going to be really taxing on the body. So what we need to do in our workouts is we need to find, you know, max work rate. We need to really push the intensity. So when they're on the bike, you know, they have that mental concentration. They're not worrying about their fitness on the bike. We really work hard on improving the boys' fitness because, you know, the first thing that drops when you're tired is your concentration. You know, you're going way too fast, you know, to lose concentration on a motorbike, it can result in a crash. So really important that we do keep the boys really fit throughout their motocross season. So follow along. We're going to get stuck into the session shortly and let's get into it. All right guys, we're just starting our session here with the moto boys. We're starting off with 30 seconds of intense cardio and 30 seconds rest. So you'll notice we've got the spin bikes out, the skiers and the assault bikes. We're working hard for 30 and we're recovering for 30 for the first 5 minutes in tonight's session. So let's see how they go. Nice. Good. So we have Ryan and Bryce on the assault bikes working mega hard. This piece of equipment is extremely difficult, so these boys are working at a great intensity. So we have Jake and Jake here on our ski erg machines. Again, full body. You've got core work, leg work, you know, lats engaged, triceps working like crazy, and really, you know, mimicking a little bit of a motocross movement, you know, working up and down on the bike. So we're looking for intensity here. We're in set 4. We're nearly finished. We got 3, 2, 1, and recover. Nice. So you notice these two boys here. They're doing a little bit more of our recovery rehab program. We've got Aki. Time on, boys, let's go. We've got Aki and Harry here. Harry managed to have a little bit of a crash on his bike, so he's doing a little bit more of a rehab style program, as well as Aki, who also had a little bit of a bingle as well. So stay tuned because I've got an alternate program for these boys tonight. So the boys are working hard here again. It is 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off for the first 5 minutes. The overall workout is 30 minutes. But we're going to start the session off working extremely high, getting the heart rate up, getting the work rate up, so the remainder of the session, you know, stays at that level. So we're at set 4, keeping it up, boys. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. We have one more set. So what we've got here is our, you know, conditioning or motocross conditioning part of the workout. So the boys here have 10 minutes straight. There's 8 exercises, 20 reps on each exercise, except the battle ropes, which is 100. And we're really looking for the boys, you know, hitting a high level intensity through this program. Working the full body, you'll notice in our dead ball slam here, which Bryce is doing, incorporating the legs, core, lats, shoulders, arms, all in one movement. So we have 20 reps per exercise. And again on the motocross, we're looking at getting that heart rate up really nice and high throughout the whole session, and full body movements will definitely do that. So great work, moving on. So we have Ryan on another one of our exercises, the torsion bar curl. So we're gonna do 10 underhand, and then we're gonna flip the bar once we've done 10, and we're gonna do 10 overhand. Something that's common in motocross is arm pump. The forearms get really tired maneuvering that bike around for the duration of the race. So something we're trying to do is really challenge that. And the torsion bars are fantastic for that, because if you can see, they're really quite thick. So it does challenge, you know, the grip strength within that as well. So again, we've got 10 underhand, 10 overhand, and then we are moving on. So one of my favorite exercises here we have is the plate slider. So a big thing we're looking for here is Jake maintaining, you know, a rock solid core while he's shifting his center of gravity to be able to slide that plate. We don't want his body turning and twisting too much. We want to see that he can stabilize through his whole body while sliding that plate. Again, 20 reps and a great exercise in our program tonight. Another great exercise here, guys, is our kettlebell deadlift. You notice the boys keeping really tall through their chest. They have 16 kilo kettlebells, again, challenging that grip strength. But also, I keep repeating it, but again, another full body movement, really challenging their motocross specific session tonight. What we're doing here is we're working 5 minutes. It's more fartlek style, so we're working 50 meters on, 50 meters on, off. So what I'm looking for is the boys working at 90% to 100% on the on, and the recovery, you know, 50%. It doesn't need to be overly that extreme. So we're trying to find the real highs in the sprint efforts, and that's 50 meters on again, 50 meters off for 5 minutes total. Essentially, this is going to be more challenging, in my opinion, than the 30 on, 30 off. The Moto boys essentially being competitive, they're going to work a lot better when they have a distance focus rather than a time. So that's why we're seeing them work so hard in this part of the workout. Another essential in the motocross specific workout is the battle ropes. Again, another full body exercise, challenging absolutely everything, lower body, core, upper body, shoulders, grip strength, but we're looking for that heart rate and that work rate, you know, really going through the roof on this one. So on this station, the boys have 100 reps, and it's gonna really push them. So fantastic work, fellas. So as mentioned before, we have Aki and Harry doing a little bit of an alternate program. They both had crashes on their motorbikes, so they can't do the regular program, but it doesn't stop these boys. It's mega important that they keep fit and keep in shape, so when their injuries do get better, you know, they can transition straight to getting back on the bike and back into race competition. So tonight, this little program here, we have them doing lots of squats and lots of lunges. They'll be doing 10 squats followed up by 20 walking lunges. They'll have 20 squats followed up by another 20 walking lunges, 30 squats, 20 lunges, 40 squats, 20 lunges, 50 squats, 20 lunges. So essentially building up the lunges and the squats as we go through the 10-minute program. It's gonna burn, it's gonna hurt, but you know, they'll be right. Another one, another great exercise in tonight's program is our torsionator twist. Again, reenacting another motocross exercise where they're going to be turning through their body. On the bike, you're always turning, you know, ripping, moving through berms, over jumps, whatever it might be. So again, challenging a different plane of motion in a rotational exercise with the torsionator. So the second part of Harry and Aki's, you know, alternate program is core work. So they're just going to start off with doing 300 ab reps, which involves 10 sit-ups, 20 crunches, 30 scissor kicks, and 40 bicycles. That equals 100 reps. They're going to do 3 rounds of that. At the moment, they're just starting round 2. Next up is crunches. So we're just looking, you know, a little ab pulses, keeping the abs and, you know, stomach muscles engaged. Core work is massive on the motorbike, so making sure that we always get plenty of work in. And again, just a little bit of an alternate program for Harry and Aki tonight. So we've got Bryce and Ryan here. Another great exercise in the program is the V-crunch sit-up. It's a full body ab exercise, challenging right through the abdominal region. So again, in motocross, core is massive. We're always focusing on abdominal exercises. So keep up the great work, boys. Good. Fantastic. Nice. Good. So just a little bit of clarification on tonight's session with the boys. We did a 30-minute program which consisted of 5 minutes of cardio at the start. There was a 10-minute AMRAP or continuous style program where there was 8 exercises and they were working 20 reps per exercise for 10 minutes continuous. So I was looking for the boys to get through the 8 exercises within that 10 minutes, which they all did, and a little bit more if I'm correct. We then went back onto the cardio machines where we did 50 meters of work, 50 meters recovery. So a little bit more fartlek style base where we're working distances rather than time or intervals. Again, I'm just mentioning that the boys generally work a little bit harder working for reps rather than time, just because of their race, the race competition that they have in them. And then we finished off with the same 10-minute AMRAP at the end that we had in the middle, and we finished with whatever we had left. Essentially working the 30 minutes, most of these boys' races are 20 to 30 minutes long, so implementing that in our training gives it that realistic approach to our motocross style sessions. If you liked this video or you're wanting to perhaps start your own fitness journey with us, you don't need to be a professional athlete to start training at PPTC. We train everyone from your first timers, your average Joes, to anyone who's at a high professional level in their sport. So send us a message if you want to start your training journey with us at PPTC, and make sure you follow our Instagrams, Facebook page and YouTube for more videos and content from us. I'm Lockie Burke signing out. Have a great day, everyone.